I'm Bonnie Bing, and this is the North High class of 1965, their 50th reunion, our 50th reunion. That means that we're all over the age of 39. Thank goodness we've got Joel, Nollette, to video everybody coming in down the red carpet and through the balloons. We're going to have a good time whether we want to or not, and actually I think we all want to. So we're glad you're here, and take a look at who's showing up. Here we have our first guest, and it is Stephen Shockey. Where do you live now?
Galesburg, Kansas.
He lives in Galesburg, Kansas.
Southeast.
Southeast. We are glad you're here. Have you come to a reunion before?
I went to my 10-year. I missed the last 4.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Pardon? And here we, sorry. And here we have a miracle, Pat Miracle. Hi, Pat.
Hi,
And who are you here with?
I am here with an old boyfriend of mine, Orrin Baird.
Woo!
He and I went together in,
45 years ago.
yeah,
Really? Hello.
yeah.
Back together. And he's from Heights. I just want you to know that he's not a Redskin, but we let him in anyway. Where do you live now, Pat?
Oklahoma City.
Well, we are glad you are here.
Oh, thank
Go in there and have a big time.
We will. Thanks a lot.
Dente.
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 Mhm.
Al
Just think
dente.
Al dente.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
how
It's
you
too
cook
bad
your
your name's not Al.
Well, our son is Eric Alexander Dente, and sometimes when they call him Al.
Yeah, there you go. Al dente.
There's a restaurant out in L.A. and he took a picture of the awning
Oh, yeah?
and sent it to us. You know, and he had it on his Facebook page for a while. It was cute. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, now we have Lenine Wells, and her last name is,
Dente.
and she didn't marry Al Dente. Get it? No, she married Peter. But at any rate, we are glad you're here. Where do you live now?
We live in Boulder, Colorado,
Right.
and I've been there ever since I graduated from Wichita State and had a teaching job, and I taught school for 40 years.
A school teacher, so use correct grammar when you're around Lenine this evening. Have a great time, you two. Glad you're here.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Okay, our next victim is Carol Tillery Massey. Hey, Carol.
Hi, Bonnie.
She's just so used to television, I think. Where do you live now, Carol?
I live in Dallas, Texas.
And are you married?
I am. I'm married to Tom Massey.
And I'll tell you what, all the women are sad that the very handsome, very debonair Tom Massey is not in attendance. But we're glad you came. When was the last time you were here?
You know, I was trying to figure that out. I think it was maybe 10 or 15 years ago. I can't remember the one at the boathouse.
That's been a while, girl.
I know,
Yes.
I know.
Well, we're glad you're here this time.
This has been so much fun. Everybody that has done a lot of fabulous work on this, and it is great. It's really great.
And you're really great. She's
I
one of
love you,
my
Bonnie.
best buds. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
There's Joel.
There's Joel.
Hey, Joel.
Right now, we are so happy because the Fries have arrived. This is Sheila Fry, and in school, Sheila Cochran.
Right.
And we had history together.
Yes, we
And her handsome husband, Lee Fry. Where do you live now?
In Wichita, in Willow Bend, on a golf facility that we just love. We've been there for a while.
I bet you're a scratch golfer by now, right?
No, they actually have cobwebs. My clubs are history.
She's retired her clubs. I bet that's not true for Lee.
Yeah, it's about ready.
So if you need golf clubs, go to the Fry's house and make them a good offer because that's right. Well, we are glad you're here. I get to see these people because they live in Wichita, but we are glad you're here. We're going to party down.
At one time, I had 17 sets of golf clubs.
Yes, that's why I think we have extra.
He's got lots of golf clubs. All right, lots of sticks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Did a great job there.
Thank you. And coming down the red carpet is Susan Brown. Susan is my insurance lady, actually. Susan, where do you live now?
On Coolidge, where I went to kindergarten from. I moved back into the family home.
So she hasn't gone far, but she has several careers and has gone far.
Oh, I did move around for about 20 years and then came back home for Mom.
See, they always come home for Mom, and that's a good thing. We are glad you're here, Susan.
Thank you, Bonnie.
We're hanging in there, aren't we?
Mutual Admiration Society. Sharon K. James Spencer now.
Okay, that's right. Spencer? Okay. Sharon James Spencer is here and having a little red wine.
That's right.
How you doing?
I'm doing just great. Thank you, Bonnie.
Where do you live?
I live at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri now.
What do you do there?
As little as I can get by with. Golf, boat, and enjoy life, family, friends. So, enjoying it.
And she looks great, too. What's up with that? Great life, great looks. We are so glad you're here. When was the last time you came to a reunion?
I don't think I've missed any of them.
Good. She gets an A+. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Bonnie. Bye-bye.
A couple years earlier. I mean,
Probably 10 years earlier.
no.
Or later.
Later.
I mean, yeah. And now we have the cleanest people in town because Miller Dry Cleaners everywhere in Wichita. It's Danny Miller, or right here it says Daniel Miller, and his wonderful wife Betty, and they are both North High graduates. Now, I must tell you that one of them, I can't imagine who, graduated later. When did you graduate?
67.
I told you she was later. We like her anyway. Danny, how's it going?
Well, good, real, having fun, having a good time.
Good. And even though we're older, are you having fun, Betty?
Great time.
Good. We are glad the Millers are in the house.
It's our anniversary today, too.
Which one?
48.
48 years they've been married. And right here we call her Saint Betty
That's right.
because she's been married to Danny Miller. Yes, Danny Miller. That one. Challenge.
Challenge.
48 years. Okay.
That's what I say.
Thank you. It's going to be fun. Wait, I got to keep. Look at Gary. Okay, now we have a handsome couple, and she's a little reluctant, I've got to say. Bernita,
Yes.
tell us your whole name.
Bernita K. New Mossman.
Mussman, and your wonderful husband.
Gary.
Okay, and tell me something.
Yes.
How many reunions have you guys been to?
All but one.
That's pretty good. They get a B+, all but one. Okay, and tonight are you going to drink any alcohol? That's
I plan on it, yes.
And you, sir?
Probably so.
There we have it. We'll all be ready for the Betty when this thing is over. Thanks a lot for being here. We're so glad you're here. I don't know where it's going. Joel and I don't know where it's going to be.
Okay, well, that's good.
This is
It's called Living Dangerously.
This is Living Dangerously with Cynthia DeCamp. And she was my neighbor. Cynthia, where do you live now?
Atlanta, Georgia.
I want you to come live in Wichita, Kansas.
Well, I'm not ruling that out. But right now, I'm happy in my little house in Decatur with, all my beautiful trees and plants and, all that moisture we've been getting the past couple of weeks. It's so nice to be out here.
Where it's good and dry. Yeah, it's dry here.
Yeah, it's good.
That is good. I am so happy to see you. We went to Black Elementary School, Hadley Junior High,
And North.
High. 65, dead or alive. We're here alive, girl. So good so far. It is great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Okay, ciao.
Yeah. Oh, she just fits right in there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Gary Wirtz, and he is happy to be here, and he's also happy that he's accompanied by
Jennifer Words, my wife.
Okay. And Jennifer, you were not a graduate of North High, right? No, but she's from Hawaii.
Actually, she's from Vietnam.
Vietnam, and then
I go to school over Hawaii.
good. Well, Gary, you did well on choosing a cute wife. And how many reunions have you been to?
2. Oh, 3. The 25th was the first one, and then I think it was the 40th,
Yeah.
and then this one.
Good. Well, we're glad you're here for the 50th. Where do you live now?
Olympia, Washington.
We're really glad you're here. Made the trip. Nice to meet you. Bye. This is Janice Amble, and bless her heart, I've known her since 7th grade, and she never did get any taller, but that's okay. We love her to death. Janice, you have worked very hard on this reunion.
It was lots and lots of fun.
That's right. Actually, the committee meetings were quite a bit of fun.
Oh, they were really fun. That was a reunion right there.
Right there. Right there. And have you been to every single North High reunion?
Yes, ma'am. Since the 10th. Yes.
She's a good girl. She really is. And she is accompanied by a man here who says that he does not talk, but he does, because I just heard him. Leroy Amble, we are glad you are here. And Janice, thank you for all your hard work.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You bet.
Love ya.
Love you. Next. Donna Baker, now it's Donna Berkey. Not making it Berkey. And it's now Dudley.
Yes,
Okay. Is your name Dudley?
Yes.
It's Charles. Charles. Okay. Here we have Donna. And Donna, tell me all of your names. Donna.
Berkey Dudley.
That's right. And she brought her husband along, Charles Dudley. Where do you live now?
We live in Southport, North Carolina.
Wow, you came a long way then.
We did.
Welcome to Wichita.
Oh, we're glad to be back.
Have you seen a lot of people that you've enjoyed talking to?
Absolutely. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been a very fun time.
Good.
People I know, people I didn't know, but it's all fun.
That's great. We're so glad you're here. And welcome to Wichita, Charles.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next.
I'm scared.
Nancy's here and she says she's scared. I haven't even pinched her or anything. Tell me your whole name, Nancy.
Nancy Davis Urick.
Urick. And you are here with?
My husband, Richard Urick.
Urick. And you know what? This is a very talented woman. She's a great photographer. I happen to know that. And we appreciate you being here tonight. Have you seen people that you haven't seen in a long, long time?
Yes, from grade school.
Wow. Who'd you see?
Diane Estes.
I know. I saw her too last night. And she said, I was real quiet in high school.
Were you?
No, she said.
Oh, she was, yeah.
Nancy and Bonnie were not quiet.
No.
To have a class of 600, she probably remembers 500 of them. Too.
I wouldn't be surprised. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Next. I'm sorry, Joel. Here we are on the red carpet at the North High reunion. 50 years. Can you even believe it?
Can't believe it.
Tell me your name.
Darlene Malone McGuire.
Darlene Malone McGuire. Look her up in the yearbook.
My husband Jack.
And Jack, are you happy to be here?
Yep.
That's pretty nice for a guy to say yep. Did you graduate from North High?
63.
We've got 2 grads. So you married a younger woman. Did you have your eye on her in high school?
Didn't know her.
Well,
He didn't give me a glance at all.
not even a
Never.
glance. Well, now he does. He's given you several.
But he didn't see me.
That's great. Well, love conquers all, and we're glad you're here. Thanks a lot. Hello.
Yeah,
Okay, let's move down a little.
She had pretty glasses back then.
The cat.
Cat eye.
The cat.
Cat eye. That's right.
Let me put up this. 'cause
Okay.
it's
Yeah, yeah, now you're so cute. Get right in. And this is Diane Estes, graduate of North High, 1965. But she says in high school she was very quiet, and she was.
I was.
But you're not quiet now.
No, I met this man and I had to learn to speak. My mother-in-law said, "You created a monster, Richard."
Oh, You created a monster, Richard. Well, listen, I think that it's good that you're here, and it's good that you're talking to all these people. Have you seen people you haven't seen in a long time?
A long time. Darlene and then Nancy
Good.
Davis and good.
Yes. Well,
And now my new friend Bonnie B.
that's right. She's my new friend because she would not speak to me in high school, but
No,
now
it
we're
was
buds.
Bonnie. She two up there.
Oh, not true. Not true. You are just too quiet. Hi. Here we are with Stephen Berger.
Hello.
And he is having a blast. You know where he spends his, let's see, this would be winter. You go to,
Guatemala.
don't we all go to Guatemala? Look at this shirt, made in Guatemala.
Yeah, this is my Fiesta shirt, so I wore it.
Because we're having a fiesta, right?
Yes, this is a party, and it's been fun. I really want to thank everyone who was involved in setting this up and planning it. It's been very nice, and it's much appreciated. So.
You are so nice. That is nice. Because I didn't work all that hard, but a lot of people
I'm
did.
sure they did.
They
yeah,
did.
yeah.
They really did. Thanks for being here,
Thank
Stephen.
you, dear.
You betcha. Come on in. 65 North High, and this is John Scott. You might have remembered him. He was such an athlete in school, and he had a car named Herbie. Now, John, where do you live now?
I'm in Dallas County, Urbana, Missouri. In fact, we have more people in our class than what we have in the city of Urbana.
So are you mayor by now?
No, I've gone out of politics a long time ago. I learned my lesson.
Smart man, out of politics. And here is the very lovely Susan, and he brought her to our reunion, and she ended up working. Leave it to the Redskins to make the guests work. We are happy that you're here.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here.
It's a great time in reference to you, Bonnie.
Yes,
This
John?
lady has done more benefits, raised more money in the city of Wichita for great causes than anybody standing on 2 feet today.
And it's really
Thank
too
you.
bad I have
Thank
no
you.
money.
Thank you. You're not supposed to.
I
You're supposed to
know.
raise it and give it away, and you do a great job at that.
Thank
we
you,
are so
John.
proud of you.
Thank you. You're very nice. Welcome. Do we need to move down a little bit, Joe? We're okay? Okay, I'm here with Julie Richardson and her handsome date. But I don't want to start a rumor of any kind.
Especially since it's my brother. But he's been my date for every reunion that we've had.
I'll be the sidekick. I'm the sidekick from '66.
He's my beard.
I knew we couldn't give the
I'm
microphone
sorry,
to
I knew
Julie.
you-
This woman sends out the funniest emails ever. And she just has always been a lot of fun, and she still is. And you've always been very nice and put up with all of us
Yeah, too
in
much fun.
65.
I ran around with more of you than I did my class.
That's right. He keeps track of my classmates for me.
That's
yeah,
right.
oh, yeah.
Well, it's not easy to keep track of these
no,
classmates.
I know. I know.
Glad
Good
you're
to see you,
here.
dear. Thank
Have
you.
fun.
Bye-bye.
This is a good-looking group, you know? All right, here we have the Andrews sisters. Okay, they're not the Andrews sisters. Actually, we have Kathleen, we called her Kathy in school, Graves, and that was Steve, who usually yells. And this is Catherine. We called her Chatty Cathy, right? Catty Cathy. I've been at this too long. This is Kathy Lillibridge, and I love it that you're here. And last name now is Frazier, right? And who is this lovely lady? I heard that you sleep with the videographer.
Sometimes.
Well,
if you'll take my picture.
Oh, I see. Well, this is Linda Stone Nollette, and this is a woman who's worked very, very hard on this reunion.
Thank you, Bonnie, but I believe you've worked harder than me.
No, I haven't. Kathy, where do you live now?
I live in Irvine, California. I've been there almost 40 years.
And this Kathy, where do you live now?
I live in Olathe, Kansas.
Olathe. Okay.
Yes.
And Linda, where do you live?
I live about 5 minutes from you, Bonnie.
That's right.
Right here in Wichita.
Right here in Wichita.
Thank you.
We are so glad the Andrews sisters are here this evening, and I hope to hear you sing.
All right, we will. Thank you.
Whether we want you to or not.
All right.
Go have some wine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, honey.
Bye. I think she.
Well, thank you.
I am here with Margaret. We used to call her Maggie, but maybe now she's Margaret. She's Maggie now. And Eberly, and last name now is Edwards. Yes, I remember now. Maggie Edwards and her very fun husband.
Thank you, Phil. Yes, thank you very much. Glad to be here.
We are glad you're here too. Where do you live now, Maggie?
We live in Westminster, Colorado.
And are you retired?
Retired mostly.
And what did you do?
We were missionaries overseas.
She used to come a long, long way to reunions. Actually, no, she had a good excuse sometimes. Where were you? What's the farthest you've been away?
Farthest is probably Indonesia. We were in Indonesia for 16 years.
That's a reason not to get to come to the reunion. Yeah, but we're glad you're here this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on in.
All right.
How you doing?
You got a line forming here.
I know it. We got to hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Otto.
Otto Maynard, yes, of course. How are you? Okay, this is Otto Maynard, and he is here. Where do you live now, Otto?
I live in northeast Oklahoma on Grand Lake.
Grand Lake. Well, see, you just moved where there's water.
That's right. I love the water. I've lived around the water most of the time when I was out of Kansas. So, yes, I love the water.
How many reunions have you been to?
Oh, about 5. I don't.
Yeah, you've been to all of them, I think.
Quite a few of them.
Okay. We're glad you're here.
All right.
Thanks, Otto. Hello. We do have a line.
Line is crazy.
Okay, we'll get going here.
I'm finally getting to see you, Bonnie. I'm Carol Friesen, now Bayless.
Okay, hi.
And I'm her husband, Steve.
Well, it's so nice,
to meet you, Bonnie.
Okay, I'm going to have you say your name again. Okay, I'll shorten it. You're giving me the short sign. Tell me your name.
Carol Friesen, Bayless.
And who are you with?
My husband, Stephen.
Yes. All right, and where do you all live?
We live, go ahead. We live in Santa Monica, California.
Oh, California. So you came just for the reunion.
Yes, we did.
And 65, dead or alive, right?
That's right, 65 dead or alive.
All right, glad you're here. Thank you. Come on. How are you? Guys, your eyes are so pretty with that color. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, she's got great eyes.
Okay. This is Beth. Hi. And Beth, where do you live now?
We live in Chelan, Washington. So Eastern Washington.
Eastern Washington. And this is Robert Bob, we used to call him.
right,
Bob Bettis. And he brought the lady with the pretty eyes to the reunion.
That's right, I did.
What do you do there?
I'm a physician. I just recently semi-retired. I've been an MD there for 40 years.
Very good. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, thanks.
I remember talking to you at the last one.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
Great to see you. Hi. How are you?
You can't hurry quick. They're in a hurry.
Oh, they are. Okay. Jimmy Warren.
Yes, Bonnie me.
We've got Jimmy Warren here, and where do you live now, Jimmy?
Manhattan, Kansas.
In
the Little Apple.
In the little tiny apple, and you've got Beth with you. So glad you're both here. You have come to most reunions, haven't you?
Except for the first two.
Okay. Well, we're glad you decided to come to this one. Yeah. That's okay. What'd you do? Are you retired now?
I am. Thank you.
And what did you do?
I'm a clinical engineer.
Very good.
And my wife's a nurse.
Very good. Thanks. We're glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
Next. Hi, Bonnie. Hey. Darling, you're slipping over. I know. Okay. All right. Now I got to get all this right. Hartman. Betty Rhodes Hartman is in the house, and she is ready to party down.
You bet. You bet.
Tell me where you live.
Here in Wichita.
Okay. And have you been working? Are you retired now?
I am retired.
And what did you do?
I worked for an oil company. I was their accounting person.
She's an accounting person. And here we have Keith we're glad you're here too. Oh, look, that was very sweet. Thanks for being here. Hi, my gosh, Betty. This is Betty Harrell, and she said, I'm still the little one. And yes, she is. Betty, we're glad you're here. Where do you live now?
So am I. In Olathe, Kansas. It's Kansas City area.
Right. She's the second person from Olathe today, and we are happy you're here. What do you do there?
Well, I did office work most of my life, and then I wanted to change, so I started working at FedEx as package handler, and so I handle a lot of heavy packages, but I haven't worked for about 3 years right now.
Good.
Because I fell.
Not good.
I fell at work I was real high up on the ladder, and I was almost to the top and fell.
She was almost to the top and fell. Not good. Well, we'll get you dancing and get you loosened up.
Oh, I enjoy watching them dance.
Thank you. I know, I'm trying. Hi, Pete.
Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah, go and say. Hey, Pete.
This would be a lot better if we had a few drinks.
Hi, David. Are you Pete or are you David?
Both.
He is both. Both Morris, we call him, and his cute wife who's standing beside Louise. Anyway, I hope everybody is ready for your presentation in the morning.
I hope so, too.
Yes, okay. We're glad you're here. I'm good. Hello, how are you? Hi, Steve. Nice to see you both. This is Diane, and we called her Dee. And we called her Dee Dee. I always called you just Dee. Johnson, and your last name now is Scott, and we're glad you're here with your husband. Tell me where you live now.
Fort Worth, Texas.
She is a Texan. She is a Texan. Well, we are glad that you made your way from Texas. Have you seen people you haven't seen?
Oh, yes, and it's been so much fun, everything we've done.
Good, Dee Dee. Well, that's what you're here for. Have a great evening.
Next. Must be us.
Okay, here's the couple of the evening. This is Brian and Kay Collier. This was Kay Nutting, and she was such a nutting that we loved her to death.
Absolutely.
And you live where?
We live outside of Denver in Pine, Colorado. It's in the foothills.
And you're about to have an anniversary. Well, not about to, but soon. And it is number
50. We made it for 50. So
I cannot believe you guys have been married 50 years and you look like you're 25.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
you're just so sweet.
I know I am.
All those gray-haired 25-year-olds. So
Well, they all want to look like you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Next.
Sharon, come get in our picture.
Get in this way. All right. Here we have a trio of troublemakers. And I'm going to have them tell you their names.
Linda Pettit.
Joy Weigel.
Sharon Smith. Yelton.
Okay. And where do y'all live? Linda.
Topeka.
Wichita.
Overland Park.
See, at least they're staying in Kansas, and we're glad. Yeah. Welcome and have a great evening.
Thank you, Bonnie.
You are so welcome. So welcome. Next. It's not too bad. Okay. Nancy, Perky, and Harold. Yeah.
Okay.
It takes me a minute.
Well, don't worry. It takes me a lot longer. Okay.
We've got the Perkies in the house. They are here, and Nancy is not a graduate of North. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Okay.
No.
That was a big fat lie, right? Okay. Harold Perky, he is the graduate. Tell me where you live now.
I live in Overland Park, Kansas.
Boy, we got a lot of people from the Kansas City area here tonight.
Good city.
That is a good city.
Good
It's a
county.
great town, but not as good as Wichita. I'm sorry. Yeah.
If I hadn't left, I would probably still be here.
There you go. If he hadn't left, he'd still be here. Now, that's the quote of the evening. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Come on, Dina. How are you? Good. Right over there.
A little farther down?
She needs to be on the other side.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Did you graduate from North? No. Okay. No, this is not ZZ Top. I know you think it is, but it's not. It's Danny Massey. Hey, Danny. See? I told you it was Danny. He hasn't changed one iota. Danny, look, he's turning red under all this hair. Tell me, please, where you live.
We live about 12 miles outside of Brenham, Texas.
He's even talking like a Texan now.
Been down there 40 years. It'll work on you.
It'll work on you. It'll work on you. What are you doing down there?
Retired.
What'd you do before that?
Sold industrial supplies
Really
to chemical plants, epoxy, safety gear, that kind of thing.
Good,
Yep.
good. Well, don't get any epoxy in this beard. Great to have you here, Claire.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Cushionberries are here. How are you?
We're great. How are you?
Good. Here's Cushionberries. They are here. Linda and Gary Cushionberry. You've been married how long?
500 years.
Going on 49.
Wow. We've got kids who do stay married. Excellent job, you two. Are you still doing cars?
Nope.
No cars.
He retired.
Okay.
I'm still working.
You're still working? What are you doing?
Because he retired, I'm still working. I do hair.
She does hair. I wish you'd worked on mine. All right, it's good to have you both here.
Did you know you could save 15% on your car insurance?
And you get a set of steak knives.
Oh, yeah.
You got some talking to do, babe.
All right, you get on this side. How are you, Janie? Look at those shoes. Ooh, baby. All right, this is Janie Anderson Stoffel, and she was one of my best friends in high school, and it's great to see you.
It's wonderful to be here and to see you, Bonnie.
And she spends a lot of time in Florida with this guy over here named Jim Stoffel.
Right.
All right. And how many months are you in Wichita?
About 6. We try to spend 6 in Kansas and 6 in Florida.
All right.
3 more days.
Jim says 3 more days.
Been
He
here
can't wait.
to enjoy the reunion.
Good. We are glad. You get in there and enjoy it.
We will.
Thank you.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Isn't it
I'm-
fun?
Yeah, well, I'm going to find out here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember if you
didn't
met
meet
Linda
you.
last night.
That's right.
Okay.
I remember talking to him, but I remember now. It's all coming back.
I came up
Okay. This is Dennis Patchett and his wonderful wife, Linda, and they are here from, where do you live?
Hurst, Texas.
Boy, we got some Texans, but
A
you
few, probably.
you don't talk like a Texan.
That's because I'm from Kansas.
That's a good boy.
And
You
I'm still from Kansas.
That's good. You always say from Wichita, Kansas, North High, 1965.
Exactly.
All right.
It's a great night. Thank you, Bonnie.
You're going to have some fun.
Yes.
All right, this is Ginger Morris McElwee, and if you had her mom for English, you know that she was a great lady, and so is Ginger.
Thank you.
Remember Ginger's long, thick hair? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I vaguely remember it.
And tell me, where do you live now?
Frontenac, Kansas.
Yes, and how many kids did you have?
6.
6 children, and she's still looking so good. How'd she do that? How'd she do that? Bob McElwee would not come to this reunion, so to you, Bob. But we're glad you came.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Bonnie.
No, you're not.
What's this all about?
Oh, we're just talking and having fun. Move right up here. Guess who here? Sorry, Joel. Guess who's here? Harold Hoffman. Thank you. I appreciate that. This dress has a life of its own. Harold Hoffman and his wife, Jill Hoffman. Harold, where do you live now?
Iola, Kansas.
Iola. At least they kept him right here in Kansas. Have you been seeing a lot of people that you haven't seen in a long
It's
time?
been awesome. Yeah, some of them I haven't seen since we graduated.
Really?
Yeah, there's some that hadn't been here for
That's
any
right.
of them, so
That's right.
it's been cool. It's
Well,
been
I'm
good.
glad you're here.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Thanks. Have fun.
Thank you.
Okay, come on up. Come on up. I'm good now that I've got my dress back on, right?
You recognize this lady?
How are you?
Carol Olmsted?
Yes, and she's got her new hairdo.
Yeah, Monty,
That was fun.
Monty took care of her.
Yeah. Did you see your picture and everything?
Yeah. We didn't get it. You know, he takes a newspaper that our copy didn't have a thing in it, so
There
I had to
was-
go downtown
Yeah,
to get one.
but
The
you got
stuffers missed us.
Yeah, they do that.
That's how I met her husband, I think. was in
That's
that-
funny.
In the paper, stuffing stuff.
That's fun. Okay, Sam Pierce. Sam Pierce and Carol Almstead are here today.
My husband was a graduate.
Right. And her husband was a graduate.
Gene Olmstead.
Right.
Gene Olmstead, yeah.
Okay. And now you two are married or engaged?
We're engaged.
Wow.
We're getting married the first part of November.
Very good. Well, congratulations, and we are glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to be here.
Thank you.
Nat, come on, you two. You can go together.
You look beautiful, Bonnie.
What are you going to do with this?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't know yet. All right, here's Henri 1 and Henri 2 in that order. Gloria, Ruby, and what's your last name now?
Schneider. Schneider. Spit it.
Schneider. Okay, and who are you?
Sonia
Mhm.
Urrutia.
And you just moved back to town?
I did in November of last year.
Where did you live before?
Texas and California.
Well, she's back where she belongs, and we are darn glad. Now, you two behave yourselves tonight, or don't, and have a great time.
I love you,
Thank you,
Bonnie.
Mwah. Love you. Woo! Next. Okay, this is handsome John Combs, and he played golf today with my husband, and I'm sure that you hit the ball far and straight.
I wish I could say that, but I hit a few straight, but nothing far.
Nothing far.
But
Well,
your
that,
husband hit them straight and far, as did Brian.
yeah, they do that sometimes. Anyway, I am glad that you are here, and you have worked on this committee, and we appreciate your help.
Well, I didn't do as much as I'd like, but thank you, and I want to thank the committee for a great job. It's going to be a great evening. We've had a great time so far, and we'll just keep progressing.
So far, so good. Thanks, John.
Redskins forever.
You bet. Come on.
My purse just fell off.
That's so cute. All right. Here's Linda and Bruce Burdett, and she used to be Linda Bird.
Yep.
And she was our twirler, and
One of the three.
in my opinion, she was our twirler. And I'm here to tell you, she knocked him out of the park yesterday when you twirled. That was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you. I hadn't planned to do that, but I did throw in my baton just in case the music moved me, and it did.
It moved her.
Oh, it
It
did.
moved her. Bruce, how long you been married to this woman?
48 years.
See, that's the third one we've had. They do stick together. Some of the Redskins.
Yep.
We do.
They
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
So,
Thanks, Bonnie.
where do you live now?
We're in Topeka.
I thought so.
Haven't gone far away.
Good. Stay close. You bet. Here we have Mary Akschmidt, but not anymore. What's your last name?
Sine.
Sine. And who is this handsome man next to you?
This is Eduardo Sine.
And where did I had a good conversation with her. You have moved to a very cool place.
Georgetown, Texas.
Uh-huh. Georgetown, Texas. But you know what? You don't talk like a Texan.
Most of my Kansas friends say that I do.
Well, maybe a little. I just noticed that. Yeah. You talk like a Texan?
I talk like a Texan. Yeah.
Are you a Texan?
I am a Texan.
And that's why he talks like a Texan. We are so glad that you are here for the 50th reunion. Have you seen people that you haven't seen in a long time?
We have.
Like
you included.
Me included. I like that. We are glad you're here. Have a great
Thank you.
evening. Oh, Barbara. Barbara Moyer is in the house. We are so happy you're here, and your last name now is, wow.
Lepardis.
Lepardis. And where do you live?
In Glen Carbon, Illinois, up by the SIU Edwardsville campus.
Well, we are so happy to have you back in Wichita, America for this reunion. Have you seen some people you loved seeing?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I just can't begin to tell you.
There are just too many for
Just too many.
Thanks, Barb,
Thank
for
you
being
very
here.
much.
Work it, work it. Hello.
Hi.
And what is your name?
Karen Strand Mendenhall.
That's right. Karen Strand Mendenhall is here. That's right. Yes, you do know your name, don't you? And how many reunions have you been to?
I think all of them since our 20th.
She's a
Yeah,
good
every
girl.
5 years.
Her attendance is pretty darn good.
Get a gold star or silver.
Gold or
Either-
silver.
yeah.
All right. Good. Thanks for coming. Come on. So humble. I know. Robert, let me see this. And here is Robert Dunnigan, and he has got his cute wife Dawn with him, and they just came strolling down the red carpet like crazy. Where do you live now?
Grove, Oklahoma.
Grove, Oklahoma. Okay. And what grade school did you go to?
Black, Eugene Field, okay. All three of them in first year.
Well, they kept kicking him out. What can I say? But I did go to grade school with him. Good to see you, and I'm glad you're here.
All right, we'll see you later.
All right. Walking the red carpet. How are you? Well, you dressed up so pretty. Here we've got Nancy Sprague and her husband, Mr. Nancy Sprague. That's what his name tag says. Nancy, her last name is Gates now, by the way. Where do you live now?
Van Cleve, Mississippi, on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
She's a Gulf Coast person now. And you'd think she grew up in landlocked Kansas. That's all right. That's great. Who have you seen that you haven't seen in a long, long time?
Gosh, lots of people.
Yeah.
But some of them I don't know their names anymore.
I know. Funny how that works. Well, we're glad you're here, and we're glad you know our names, some of us. Good to see you both.
We know your name.
Oh, thanks. Oh. Come on.
This is your most embarrassing moment in high school? I don't know.
Yeah, really. I'm not going to do
You're
that.
going to edit this, right?
To death. Okay, Barbara Chase.
Just say 4.
Okay, this is Barbara Chase That's what she said to say. Barbara, we're glad you're here with Mike, because Mike didn't want to be called Charles all evening, so he put Mike on there. Have you been having a good time?
Absolutely. Great time.
Good. And who have you seen that you haven't seen in a long time?
Lenine Wells.
Yeah.
And Linda Pettit. And Joy Weigel.
Good.
And
See, she can remember. That's
many
good.
more?
You win the prize. Thank you very much. Thank you. Come on, Timmy. I got another. Okay. Little Timmy Greenshields is here at the North High reunion, and we're so glad. Tim, where do you live now?
I live in northern Colorado, Greeley, Colorado.
We were talking yesterday. Tim, what's the fastest you've ever driven a car?
186 miles an hour, about 500 times at that speed.
We always knew that little Timmy Greenshields was crazy, and now it has been proven.
That's for sure.
That is for sure. But you're having a great time?
I am. I'm honored to be here. This is great. It's a blessing to have all these friends.
Isn't it
Thank
fun?
you, and you're one of the best, Bonnie.
Oh, thank you. You have a good evening.
Thank you.
Next. Work it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready.
And here we have Steve Dirks, the honoriest person who ever lived. Steve, in your senior picture, I noticed you were not smiling. Can you give me that look again? Well, that wasn't it exactly.
That was quite it.
It was.
Well, I was real tall for a 12-year-old then. But
Oh,
without the mustache, and when I shave it, that's what I look like.
Oh, uh-huh. But your hair has changed colors a little bit.
It's a wig.
It's a wig.
Yeah.
Well, And a mustache to match. That's quite a deal.
It works.
It's working
It
for me.
works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's good.
You know, I've really missed you over the years.
Have you?
Yes.
That's because you move away and then you come back. He moves away, he comes back. He moves away. It's when the law is after him. He comes home
Pretty
to
much.
Wichita.
Or IRS. I mean, it could be either.
Yes. Well, we're glad you're here
This
tonight.
isn't going on the internet, is it?
Steve Dirks in Wichita, Kansas. Come on and get him. Thanks, Stevie.
Thank you, sweetie.
Well, look who's here. John the Wine Man Davis.
Oh, my, I don't know. How are you, my dear?
I'm good. This is John Davis, and he is the best liquor man in Wichita.
Thank you so much. I'm sure you said looking man, not liquor man.
Best looking liquor man in Wichita, Kansas. That's what I
Thank
meant
you,
to
Bonnie.
say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job.
He has not gone anywhere, and we won't let him go anywhere because he has good wine at his shop.
Thank you so much. Local John Davis never left.
That's right, the local yokel, 1 and 2 right here. Good to see you. Come on, Jimmy Hess.
Oh, she's back home.
Okay. This is Jim Hess, and boy, he's as cute as ever and still has that laugh.
Yeah, you bet, Bonnie. How you doing? You're looking beautiful tonight yourself.
Thank you. Well,
There we
I'm
go.
going to keep him here all night. What can I say? Jim, who have you seen that you haven't seen in a long, long time?
Oh, gosh. You know, Mike Williams is one, and he's on the
Yes.
line behind me there. I hadn't seen him since the 20th reunion,
That's right.
and just lots of people. In fact, the nice thing about at this time, if you don't recognize him, you go up and introduce yourselves. But
Yeah, that's right.
absolutely. It's been a fun reunion this time.
Good. We wanted it to be the best ever.
Okay, you bet. Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Come on, Mikey. Oh, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm
You
great.
look great.
Thank you. We have got Mike Williams. He was a big guy in high school, and he's a big guy now. Are you having any fun?
Yeah, this is great.
Is it? Who have you seen that you really looked forward to seeing?
Well, my good friend Byron Cotter, and then
Right.
Gary Taylor, and a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, it's been a wild time, and it's fun because we just keep doing more and more stuff, don't we?
Yeah, more all the time.
Yeah. Well, get in there and have a drink and
Okay.
just party down.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right, you
Bye-bye.
bet.
She made him.
Very good.
I'm a photo compulsive.
Here we have got Byron Cotter, not to be confused with Brian Collier. I know, that is great. And we have Sharon Cotter, and they did their own name tags, so we can remember what they looked like back then. But she's class of 67. I knew you were a younger woman. You devil.
tell by looking.
You devil.
Well, I married her at the age of 19.
Like I said, you devil.
She was 19. I was an old man by then.
Yeah, 21. Well, where do you live now?
Tucson, Arizona. Actually, Saddlebrook. It's a retirement community just north of Tucson. It's a wonderful place.
They are retired and having a good time. And she's got her camera, so everybody look out. Good to see you.
Great, thank you.
Come on down. How we doing? We're doing okay.
Pretty lady.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually, you should be over there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Are you? Yeah. If
I'm
you're
the one.
if you're the grad, you're
I'm
over
the
here.
The grad.
You're not the grad. You're the grad. Okay, we ready. Here we have Naomi Harper.
That's me.
That's right. That is you. It's good to
It's
see
good
you.
seeing
Where do you
too.
live now?
We live right outside of Tulsa in a little bitty suburb called Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
I know Broken Arrow.
Do
of
you?
course.
It is wonderful.
And this is your husband, Gary.
Yes, it is.
It is. And your married name is Morton.
Yes.
Okay.
Morton.
Well, it is good that you are back because the 50th is a good time to come, isn't it?
It is. It is. We came to the 10th anniversary, and that's the last one that we have went to. So we thought
She wasn't missing us too much, was she?
No. Well, yes,
Yes,
I have.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
You heard that?
Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
Thank you.
Come, well, Chrissy, now let's not be sticking out our tongue. How are you? You stand.
I'll stand over here.
Yeah, you stand here and you stand right. Get right on up here. Hey, hey, hey. And here we have the honorist lady in our graduating class. That would be Chrissy B. Chrissy Bergerhoff, and we are glad you're back.
Well, thank you.
We are. We really. No, we are.
Well, have a good time tonight, huh?
Yes, you will have a good time. Did you have a good time last night?
I wasn't here.
You got here yesterday afternoon.
I went with Joyce and Jim out for dinner.
Oh.
And then I was tired and I went home. I'm old.
Don't ever say those words, I'm old. And Henry, we are so happy that you could make it this year.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
And he takes good care of me.
And that's no easy job, taking care.
Every 5 years. I come to Wichita every 5 years.
That's right. You do, and we're glad to see you each and every time. And Chrissy, I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you, dear. Now can I go play?
Yes, you can go play. Woo! Check it out. And here we have the beauty queen. Okay. Here we have the beauty queen, Revelyn Satterley. You are a bomb diggity, and now your last name is?
Alpa.
Alpa. Where do you live, Revelyn?
We live in Leawood, Kansas.
Another Kansas City area girl. Isn't she cute? Well, who have you seen that you haven't seen forever?
Oh my gosh, Jim Hess.
I know.
Jim Hess, Tim Grinshields, Bonnie Bing.
We are so glad she's here. And you just get in there and have wine and have a big time.
Party, party.
Yes, indeed. Good to see you. Get right up in here.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, fine.
Good. Keith Richard.
Well, they just had Richard, so my first name's Keith. So.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
How are you? Good. All right, here we have Keith Richard. No, we don't. We just have Keith Kirk. It is good to see you, and don't call him Richard because he goes by Keith.
Yeah.
Tell me, how much fun is it to be back?
It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed last night at the castle, and I've enjoyed this evening, whatever's to come.
Good. And who do you have with you?
This is my wife, Joy.
Hi, Joy.
Hi, nice to be here.
Good. She seems very nice and very patient.
She is.
She is. Where do you all live?
In Wichita.
Do you?
In north side, northwest part of Wichita.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have far to go, so just get in there and have a good time.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Keith. Oh, here comes the duo, the You get on this side because you're the grad. Okay. And here we have Terry and Paula Lowry because, no. Here we, you're the first one.
Because my mother named me Terry Lowry. That's right. That's right.
Here we have, are we ready, Joel? 10, 2, 3, go. Here we have Terry and Paula Lowry, and we are especially appreciative to these two because they opened the beautiful castle in Riverside, and you know what? We had a big time there yesterday. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
I know you both worked lots of hours getting it ready, but wasn't that fun to see the band?
It was great. It was great to hear him again. I hadn't heard him in a while, so it was great.
It was great.
Wonderful.
You have stayed in Wichita, Kansas. We've got a lot of people here from Kansas City and around. Who have you seen, Terry, that you just really hadn't seen since, I don't know, long time? Yeah.
Well, I hadn't seen Jim Hess, who was my next door neighbor. I hadn't seen him in a while because he hadn't been back for a while, so I saw him. And I saw one of my high school friends last night at the event that I hadn't seen, Mike Andrews.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen him in a long time. He looked about the same. He was a little grayer. He had
What
gray
is
hair.
this with this gray hair stuff?
I don't know. I lightened mine with this
Yeah.
stuff, but he had naturally gray hair.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, have fun. You're going to see some more people you haven't seen in a while.
Good.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Paula,
Bonnie.
for being here.
Thank you for doing this, too.
Sure. Oh, thank you. Come on down. Wouldn't you like to just interview him? Okay.
Right here?
Right on down. Yeah, on down. Who's the grad? He is. So, yeah. other side. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Now then, we're going to talk. Okay, let me make sure. You go by Rick. Okay.
I do.
Betty. Here we've got Rick and Betty Jabara, and they are here and having a good time so far, but you're going to go in there and have an even better time. Yes. Is it fun to be back and see all these folks?
It is. Had a great time so far. Golfing was good. Yesterday was fantastic at the castle, and so yeah, it's been good.
And the weather is holding up for us, right?
No rain.
No rain. Betty, have you met lots of people, to say the least?
Oh, yes, I've met a lot. I knew a lot of them, but I've met a whole bunch more, so it's been fun.
Good. Well, we are happy that the bars are here, and you can get in there and party.
Thank you.
We had our first grandson with us. He was a year old. He came up and told me how precious it was, and that has meant the world for me.
Well, you sweet thing.
No, not really sweet, but
Yeah, it is.
she's a honey.
She is a honey. All right, here we have Carl Barnes and the lovely Diane Barnes and the girlfriends of Carl. They decided to come. Yeah, the women of Carl. He's brought his harem to this operation. Now, Carl,
Yes.
can you tell me what makes you so attractive to all these women?
Just because I'm 68 years old and got white hair, I suppose.
That must be it, Carl. I'm sure that is it. I'm sure that that's it. Yeah. And tell me, please, where do you live now?
I live in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh. And do all these women live in Oklahoma with you?
No, just this one here.
Just that one there, the Diane. Okay. Well, we are happy that you brought all your girlfriends and your wife to.
I do too.
Yeah,
They're wonderful ladies.
they're wonderful ladies.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Don't get arrested. Come on, come on. Here we have Linda and Al. Al Miner just said, "You've seen one old person, you've seen them all." Now that really made my night. Linda, you've got this clear. Okay, Linda Miner, and say your last name. Dianbala. And did you go to North as well?
No, but I feel like I have been there.
He's the token. Okay. And tell me, please, where you live now.
We live in Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Texans.
I know it.
Yeah. See, she's starting to talk like a Texan.
Warmer there.
It
Yeah.
is warmer there.
Yeah, I lost my Kansas twang, I think. I don't
Okay.
know.
And got a Texas twang.
I guess. I don't know any.
Well, go have a good time.
Okay. All right. Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Come on, come on. We got to hurry because you got to go get it.
This is the biggest collection of our citizens I've ever seen in one place.
Oh, no, it's not.
We're a foursome.
Okay.
We thought it'd be quick.
Okay, it'll be quick. All right, here we have the Happy Foursome, the quartet. They'll be singing for us later. Tell us your name. We'll start right here with this man.
Graham Butch J.
Graham Butch J. Hatfield. And
Sid Sakowicz.
that would be Sid, also known as Greg Parrish. Oh, this foursome. And who is this lovely lady?
I'm Sid's wife, Lou.
And she's been trained, as you can tell. And
I'm Jay Butch Graham's wife.
Jay Butch Graham's wife, Diane. All right, and I'm Bonnie Bing Honeyman. Yes, yes, I am. And it is good to see all.
You in our class?
Yeah, I was.
Did you graduate?
I did graduate.
Great.
Not great grades, but I made it through.
Oh, well, good.
Yes.
Butch and I actually graduated from Lake Afton, but we didn't want to tell anybody.
No, I thought it was Belle Carter.
Well,
All right, you guys, go get
Have
in
a
the.
nice evening. Thank you, Bonnie. And you folks at home, we love you.
Look at this.
I wanted you-
Charles Mike. I've never seen him. I didn't even know Charles was in there. Hi, Patsy. This is Charles Mike Williams. Hi, Mike. And your cute wife, Patsy. Where do you live now?
Here in Wichita.
You bet. He lives right here in Wichita, and he's been a huge help on the committee, and we love you for that. We appreciate it.
I had a great
very
time doing
much.
it.
Are you having a good time at the reunion?
Of course, it's the greatest weekend I've had in 50 years.
There you go. There you go. Thanks a lot.
that.
Like that. There.
He likes you.
He likes you. Woo! All right, here we have got a very happy hug-a-bear couple. Who are you?
I don't know.
See, she doesn't know.
Dawn.
So I'll have to tell you,
Yes.
this is Dawn.
Dawn.
This is Dawn, who has worked very hard on this committee, and we are so happy she did so. Dawn Young, and now she is a Zakula.
That's Hawaiian.
Zakula. And you know what, Richard? You are a really happy-looking guy, and you're not even a North High graduate?
Yes, he
I
is.
am.
Oh, see, I knew it. What year?
65. Oh, no, 60.
I thought, oh, yeah. He,
He's a 60 grad.
but see how happy he is? That's what happens when you go to North High School. Isn't that right,
That's
Dawn?
right.
When you're that
That's
old,
right.
that's all you got is happy.
Say that again for me. He said, when you're this old, that's all you got is happy. We'll take it.
Okay.
Go have some fun.